Hello everyone, welcome back on this March the 22nd 2026. It's a lovely fresh morning, pirate ship in view. Beautiful day, beautiful morning for our walk, on which we will be discussing some topics. Milestone achieved will be one. Two, the fact that anxieties and limiting beliefs seem ridiculous now. And hopefully, maybe, we might get to do some drone action, depending on how many people are around. So we can see this from bird's eye view. There we go. Hey, little guy. Dude. Where do these steps lead? Huh. Oh, birds are noisy this morning. Hitchcock would be proud. Are we going to be blessed this morning with the presence of His Majesty? Oh, no, I don't think so. Not outside as yet. Having a lie-in, I suspect. So topic number one, which nicely leads into topic number two. Topic number one is milestone achieved, which in short just means this, as and when you watch this video, this will be the 50th video upload since starting this channel 2 months ago, which I'm quite proud of. And leading on to topic two, which is the subject matter of this morning's walk video discussion point, is anxieties and limiting beliefs seem ridiculous now, which means, in a nutshell, all those anxieties you pour into the first video upload, trust me, once that one's out of the way, the hardest hurdle, the hardest point is that first video. Once that one's done, then you're on the train, and before you know it, 50 videos in and still going, you're on the way. And even though tiring, it's been immensely enjoyable, the journey so far. I'm learning as I go as well, even though I love and have loved doing this stuff before. To get back into it, tightening things up, getting sound right, quality of camera, whatever it may be, the content, but more importantly to provide something for you who are sticking around, following and supporting this channel. So leading on from that, being positive and looking forward to the next 50, the next 150, whatever it may be. And also for videos, researching locations, information around filming, being able to film and having access to things. As I found out in a previous video at Knoll House in Sevenoaks, where the bulk of the movie location matchups that I needed were not accessible. Behind closed doors, backstage, and I didn't have a backstage pass. So I need to make sure those things are in place. I've got some other things coming up, obviously with King Charles III's coastal path walk around the UK recently opening for public access, I'm going to be focused on doing some of that as well, combining walking, exercise with locations, and give or take a video here and there. Other things I've got in mind, I'm going to be doing some filming in London. I'm going to go up to Scarborough and do something around Anne Bronte, being that Anne Bronte is laid to rest at Scarborough. And yeah, I do really mean it in relation to, you know, those initial anxieties, limiting beliefs around even creating a name for the channel, let alone lift off with first upload. But seriously, once you get into it and you start it, that's it. You're on that wheel until you jump off. There's been a couple of times where I thought, oh, I can't do this, or I don't want to carry on doing this. But they're fleeting and they're natural, so you just get over that obstacle as and when those thoughts come in, and just replace those negative thoughts with positive thoughts of what you're going to do in the next video. And that's what becomes enjoyable. So that's what I'd recommend to anyone thinking of starting the channel. That first step is really the biggest, but once you overcome that, that's it. You're on a roll. And that is our point, the halfway point for us on our walk out there. And then we come back down that causeway. I'll try and get some drone action out there, some drone footage out on the point, if there's no one around, of course, because people want a peaceful walk after all. They don't want me using something that's going to be buzzing around them while they're trying to have their Sunday morning stroll. I really think they should have some audio system here, so you can hear what those kind of birds sound like, and then you can identify them by the sounds of their squawks, because some of the squawking going on around me here is quite distinct. Is that a nest it's got down there? She landed. Oh, there's two of them down there. And then this one, run aground. Look at that. Wonder how long that's been there on the bank. They go a different way today to the point. We've got a special access, bonus access. And they go along the beach on this estuary. It leads around to the same spot, but it's just a bit of a detour, if you will. Yeah, so those limiting beliefs are exactly what they are. They're limiting. I had a great bit of advice when I was starting this channel from a fellow YouTuber, and I said to him my aim was to do 2 videos a month. And he said, you're just limiting your learning by doing it that way, which is why I've tried to do more and have successfully done more. And the aim is to keep going at that rate. Now I've got a rhythm, I'm going to try and stick to that rhythm. I think that's wise. I did not anticipate, however, that green slime stuff is, as I've learnt from in the past where I've fallen over, it's very, very slippery. There we go, we're past the worst and then we're around to this side. And then that leads to where we want to be, our halfway point. And yes, even feeling under the weather, I've managed to try and stay positive and just get out, and perhaps it's helped to have some focus and not just sit around feeling sorry for myself, but to go out and visit places and to do this walk as well. Keep active, keep breathing in and out, walking left foot, right foot, and continue. And that's the best way for me anyway to get through feeling ill or sick, is to have those distractions in place. Helps pass the time, and maybe it benefits you in getting over it quicker. That's what I tell myself anyway. Rock. Raven quoteth, Mr. Poe would be proud. And back onto the main path. Detour complete. Look how beautiful that is. Shower of light. Another little bonus route will be this cool little path that goes round. So we've just finished at the point, the halfway point, and then this little ramble, you come up and over to what looks like a little old ruin there, almost like a little old fort. And then back around on the other side. We walked on the beach on the other side of the causeway. Now we're on this side, and this is a little rickety way through. Easy to drop or slip if you're not careful. But we're going to be careful and sensible to a point. There we are. And then it brings you around this way. Little hop down around to the right, up and over. One final opportunity to slip over, which is there. Got success. And then the causeway is there where we're heading. We'll go down this final path, which brings us to this little mill pond on the right hand side, which is just there, and brings us nicely back round to continue our walk. Point is now there behind us, and as I say, right now on the return, heading to the homestead eventually. As you can see, the sun is now breaking through, which is nice. I can feel my fingers now. Not as cold as it was when I first started. And of course I couldn't purchase the refreshing beverage this morning because I was out too early and nothing was open. But to be clear, when I leave here, I'm going to stop on the way back to the homestead. Now we're coming back past where we were earlier on our walk. There's another one over there as well. Look at that. Abandoned by pirates. Wow, that's part of the reason I love coming here. It's just absolutely beautiful, that where the light comes down on the water on that far side, and then on the sludge in the foreground before the tide rolls back in. So getting back on topic, or topics, those first 50 videos I probably wouldn't have uploaded if it wasn't for you lot, you know, who have tagged along, watched them, commented. So thank you very much for the support. So this is a testament to you guys as much as reaching a milestone of 50. We've reached it together. That's what I think I'm trying to say. Each of us have helped the other. Moral support, kindness, and here we are, 50 in, and here's to the next 50. And going back onto the topic of anxieties and limiting beliefs, I think that speaks for itself in terms of, yes, it's natural for everyone to be anxious with certain endeavours they're thinking about taking in their lives, but I think the anticipation far outweighs the actual event. Once you're, as I say, on the wagon or on the road, then things become much easier. You grow in confidence, you learn as you go, you enjoy it more and more, and those limiting beliefs are history. I think that's pretty much it in a nutshell. But look who's made an appearance. Look who's out and about. There he is, our friend. Just grazing away merrily on this fine Sunday. There we are, back to the pirate ship. And that's going to do it for today. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be 51. Have a good week. Take care. Pirate ship. Cheers.